So now let's go to Group C. Well, Group C. Okay, so Group C. Let me just put up the screen. Okay. Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia. I think these are debut Euro 2020, and then
Yep.
Ukraine. So,
Mhm.
well, okay. So for the first team, Austria. So for Austria, right? I think like the powerhouse is Alaba, the star
Yeah.
base Alaba, which just recently transferred to Real Madrid, and then Alaba. Actually, for me, right, I think Austria has some hidden gems. For
Yeah.
example, like Arnautovic, which played for Stoke and did quite well, but I think he recently moved to China in the Chinese league.
Mhm.
And then
He did
Sabitzer,
well for West Ham too.
yeah, he was very good in West Ham and Stoke, I think.
Mhm.
Then of course Sabitzer did split for Leipzig, which
Yeah.
also a very good long shot taker. His long shot is just
Mhm.
pure class, man.
Dude, he's
And
a
then
really solid midfielder, man.
yes, yes, yes. And then Alaba in his normal club matches, right, he actually played as left back or CDM. But in Austria, I found out that he played most of his game either in cam or central mid, more in like the midfield attacking position instead of defending like a left back or whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
'Cause
yes,
I heard he's quite a good defensive midfielder, so
yes,
like I think he's almost
multi-position,
any
I would say.
position. Lah.
Yes,
Yeah, multi-position.
mm,
And he's a captain also, right?
yes,
Isn't
yes,
it?
the captain for Austria.
Mm.
So, yep, so that's my thoughts for Austria. And then let's move on to Ukraine. Well, Ukraine, okay, Ukraine, right? For me, the only player that I can remember from the past is Shevchenko.
Shevchenko.
Yeah, that's like the OG fans already, the OG stuff already.
Yes, yes, of course.
But
Oof,
then, like,
legend, man, legend.
like Yarmolenko, yeah, I can recognize Yarmolenko.
Shevchenko, yep.
He played for West Ham as a forward, a tall forward. He's good in the air.
Yeah, but he's a tough forward, man. He's huge.
Yeah,
He bullies,
I think like he's good in the air. I would say I think that's like can show already like their tactic is gonna be like mostly crossing or by set pieces. I think.
Yeah,
All right.
true.
So next off, could this be the dark horse for this Euro? North Macedonia. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So among the names, right? Actually, there's this one player. I think like some of the OG fans might know or might not know lah. Goran Pandev. Do you know him?
Pandev.
Yeah, Pandev.
Oh, he's Macedonia.
Yes,
Oh, I
Macedonia. Yes.
didn't.
Yes. Do you know him or not?
Okay. Yeah. I remember him. I
Yeah.
heard of him.
Actually, he played for Inter Milan, Lazio, and Genoa. That means like he spent most of his career in Serie A, and he's
Yeah.
already 37 years old.
Oh,
37 years old.
Oh, I didn't know he's Macedonian.
Yeah. So wow. So that's right there. Maybe he's the reason they will win the Euros. Who knows, right?
Yeah, who knows? Suddenly Macedonia. I mean, we do not know what will happen.
Yeah. But then
But
at the years of 37, right? He's still doing wonders like in the Serie A, scoring 7 goals in 29 matches, which is quite amazing. Like depending on his age wise.
wow,
Mm.
he not bad for 37 years
Okay,
old.
yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
But other than that, I really do not know who else plays for them. And
Same here, man.
sorry if somehow anyone watching this is like Macedonian or a fan of Macedonia, I don't know, but I really have no idea. Just Pandev.
Yeah, man. All right. So the powerhouse of Group C, Netherlands.
Netherlands,
So,
nice.
the one
World
thing
Cup
that
finalists.
the one thing that hurts me the most, Van Dijk. It hurts me so bad, because of Pickford. Oh my god, man! I tell you. Actually, right.
Every Liverpool fan.
Yeah. For Netherlands, right? Actually, for the Euro qualifying stages, right? They did very well, in my opinion. They did very well from the lead by Coleman and Van Dijk as the captain.
Mhm.
Since Koeman he manages Barcelona and he left the national team, right? And then Van Dijk injured, I think their performance has been very off. I think they did quite a bit. But nonetheless, right, Netherlands is still, I can say they can be considered as a dark horse this season. A dark horse. they have like plenty of young talents. For example, like let's say Quincy Promes, Marlon, striker, and then the lead Ake. The lead plays for Juventus and then Ake for Manchester City. So yeah, I think they have a very promising team. I would say like quite equal like, in each position. So what do you think about it?
I think actually Netherlands, I mean, out of all, I mean, this Group C, I think, is Netherlands in the bag. Because even the defenders, even without Van Dijk, you still got solid defenders, man.
So yeah, true. They got good
Really.
backup.
And then your goalkeepers, you have Stecklenburg, and then you have Krul. He's like a penalty specialist, penalty shootout specialist, man. And then Stecklenburg is quite okay. I mean, he had a decent run.
I remember him since the 2010 World Cup. Oh, very long already.
The Netherlands need new goalkeepers.
Yeah, man.
For the future.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just looking at the squad, I mean, their squad is quite good. Like, especially the forwards, man. Depay is playing really well for Leon. Yeah. Like, Barcelona is interested in him.
The MU forgotten man.
Yeah, man. Like, he's not saying forgotten. I feel sad. I was really a fan of Depay. Like, he was, to me, I really wish that he could have another year or so at United. Like, I find that he could have really done really well. But I'm happy that he's actually really doing well for Leon. And yeah, even for Netherlands, he's actually doing really good. So I think, well, for Netherlands, Depay could make a big difference for the team, man.
So Depay is actually the captain. I think Wijnaldum is a captain, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think Wijnaldum is a captain, right? For Netherlands.
For Netherlands? Yeah, sorry. For
Wijnaldum.
But Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's all these potentially new Barcelona boys, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to PSG, bro. PSG already.
Oh yeah, heard about that. What happened? Suddenly last minute you turned.
Ching. But the sad thing, right? I think
Liverpool not paying him enough.
Yeah, actually, he demanded quite a lot, lah. I would say, like in his contract, the rumors, lah. Because he's earning not as much as the other starting, so I think that's the reason he wants to leave, lah.
Okay.
So the reason I think like one thing surprised me quite the most is Netherlands for not deciding to call up Bergwijn from Tottenham.
Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah, Bergwijn. So Bergwijn he's quite, not to say I would not say he as a very good star player, but he's quite consistent lah, like a superstar. But somehow he didn't being called up. I think it's quite surprising for me lah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually kind of surprised also. But actually, there's one player I feel really sad for. Van der Beek.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Van der Beek, he got injured.
Yeah, he got injured. Oh my god, I mean, as a United fan, I really wish he played more.
Yeah.
But and then I was thinking, yeah, Euros can show his stuff. And then he got injured. Like, oh no, I really feel so sad for him, man.
Yeah,
like, oh no, like he didn't play much and yet he got injured. Like, I really feel sad for him.
Alright, so then
he's a really class midfielder, man.
Yeah, true lah. I think like he showed a lot of class in 18-19 Champions League campaign. But then like after he transferred to Man U, I mean like hard to blame this because like the Man U their midfield is quite stacked lah, quite well built. So maybe it's like, but quite sad for him to see a talent like that just be a bench warmer.
Yeah.
Right. So then time to sum up Group C. So for me, Netherlands and then Austria. Sorry, North Macedonia, but I have to go for Austria.
Yeah, hands down, Netherlands will top the group. Austria comes second. That's why.
All right.
As much as Macedonia, maybe suddenly they top the group. We never know. But sorry, man. Like.
All right. So now.
Netherlands in the back.
Okay, so for Group D, Group D, we have some really good teams in Group D. Croatia, Czech Republic, Scotland, and it's coming home. It's coming home.
Football's coming home.
Wow. Okay, let's just talk about Croatia first. So Croatia, right? So I think once again their main man has to be Modric. Modric,
Of course.
Modric, although he's quite like 30 plus, right? Like quite old already in a sense, quite old already, but then he's still doing wonders for Real Madrid lah. In
Mm-hmm.
like being controlling the tempo of the game, long pass, through ball, all very good, solid. So other team for Croatia, other good players I would see is Kovacic, Perisic,
Mm-hmm.
and then Lord Lovren. Yeah, so that's it from me for Croatia part.
For Croatia, well, for a World Cup finalist, like from the previous World Cup, um, looking at the squad, I don't know whether they can replicate what they did in the World Cup. I don't see it much, but the midfield is aging midfield of Modric,
Yes.
Brozovic, Perisic.
Mm.
It's aging, but it's solid. And then of course you have Kovacic from Chelsea.
Yeah.
But I don't know lah. Like I hope they can play well, but I don't know. I really don't know what to say about Croatia. I don't think they can
Oh,
replicate what happened in the
wow.
World Cup.
So for Croatia, I think their
Honestly.
strongest part has to be the midfield, the most stacked part, like the strongest
Yes.
thing. But Croatia somehow they didn't call up Mandzukic. I'm not sure whether is he injured or what now. Mandzukic.
I don't know. Why Mandzukic? I think maybe did he retire from international football? I am
I'm
not
not
sure.
sure. But Rebic is playing for AC Milan, and I think he will be the main man lah for Rebic.
Oh, but I remember in the World Cup,
Mm.
one guy that I quite enjoyed watching him play at right back is Versalico.
Wow, Basalico.
Yeah, I was impressed with him in the World Cup. He was solid. He played well. I mean, it's attacking right back.
Yeah.
He was quite fun to watch.
So keep an eye on him lah then. All
I
right.
guess keep an eye on him.
Okay. So next up, Scotland. So Scotland, right? Actually, I think there's one. So I think there's one very funny part where the two best players from Scotland plays at the same position, which is the left back, Tierney and Robertson.
Oh yeah.
It's quite weird. I think very weird.
Is Tierney really that? Yeah, well, is Tierney really that great? I saw a lot of bloopers of him falling down. So sorry, Arsenal fans.
Tierney, I think he's quite solid. So from the formation that I've seen from the previous match, they actually played Tierney as left central back and Robertson as left back. So then, as per usual, I think their gameplay will be Robertson crossing in, and then one of their core strikers will just hit in.
Oh, Shea Adams. Shea Adams is quite solid actually for Southampton.
Yes, he's been actually.
And then, well, my boy Scott McSauce, Scott McTominay. he's the but I heard he plays more of a centre back for Scotland actually.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I mean he's a midfielder, but Scotland will sometimes play him as a centre back. I heard.
Wow, that's quite surprising for me.
But and then for Scotland, the only hope I see, I hope I want to see like what's his name? Actually, most of they have at least one good player in every position actually.
Yeah.
I mean in midfield, both what's that, defender and forwards, they at least have one notable guy.
So I think for midfielder for Scotland wise, right, I think they are also quite stacked, not super stacked, but quite solid in a way. For example, Billy Gilmore, although he's very young talent, right, but he plays for Chelsea, but then he showed very good sign of against Liverpool I think it's in the Carling Cup or FA Cup, I couldn't remember, but he played quite well against us and Drum again plays for Aston Villa. So I think it's quite solid, I would say, in a sense.
That's true.
Alright, so next up, Czech Republic. Oh, Czech Republic. So the only guy I can remember is Peter Cech. OG again. Okay, but I think their star player for this Euro has to be Souček. Thomas Souček plays for West Ham.
Yep, Souček. He's good. I wouldn't mind Manchester United having him. I won't mind.
He's been banging goals for West Ham this season and like banging them day in day out. Very good. And then Yeah, I think so. Then that's my opinion for Czech Republic. Okay,
Czech
so
Republic, yeah,
powerhouse,
not
the powerhouse for Group D. You know it.
yes.
Who it
England,
yes.
the team I love for international football.
I think
Oh
that
my god.
actually right, the most of the England fans like outside besides of England right has to be like the Premier League supporters. Has to be
Yeah,
like I think
like almost every player that plays in the Premier League, maybe except Sancho.
mm,
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, like dude, look at the England squad. Every name is like whoa.
yeah, quite very stacked. So
Very, very stacked.
England, I think don't have to go through too much because I think like most of the players, everybody should know who's their star player whatsoever. But let's just go through anyway. Goalkeepers, I think Dean Henderson has been doing very well for Man U this season. Very well.
Yeah.
Like replacing De Gea is not an easy job, I would say.
No.
It's not an easy
Well,
job.
they're still fighting for
Yeah.
places, man.
Yeah. So after transferred from Sheffield, then he has been very good. And you can see Sheffield form relegated last place in the league can show how important is Henderson to them, I would say.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
But
defender Maguire. Actually, I think Maguire is the most important defender, but he has been injured, right? But then
yeah, he just got injured.
and Arnold got injured as well, so they bring in Ben White from Brighton.
Yeah, but Ben White is solid, is good.
He's solid. He's solid. He plays for Leeds in the previous season. Then now for Brighton, I think he's very solid. And then so defenders Chilwell, Reece James, Luke Shaw, Trippier, Kyle Walker, all
Luke
left
Shaw,
back,
man.
right back, left back. Yeah, Luke Shaw also he's been playing
Yeah.
very well. No, very well.
Yeah, but I mean the sad thing is, England we're stacked with right backs.
Yeah,
If just naming England
Yeah.
people, okay, we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka,
yeah,
we have your Trent Alexander-Arnold,
yeah,
and then there's Reece James,
yeah,
and Trippier, Walker. There's like 5 people who can play right back. But sadly, I don't understand why the manager Southgate doesn't want Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Like if you have one-on-one situation, right? No one's getting past Aaron, man.
yeah.
And then
Because I have to say, Bisaka, although he is good at defending, but attacking wise, I think that has been his weakness. Like I would say, in like progressing forward, because this I
Yeah.
think might have to be the tactical reason for England. I think they're actually looking for like more like a crossing right back or left back. So as you can see, right, actually for most of the defenders, Kyle Walker, Trippier, Luke Shaw, Ben Chilwell, and Reece James, they're actually quite attacking minded right back and left back. So I think that
Yeah,
might be the reason,
I get that lah, but let's say suddenly England are behind or need to defend a lead, a 1-0 lead, but
Yeah.
you need like a defender there that can really get the job done.
yeah, quite a
Yeah,
shame.
so I don't know lah. I was a bit disappointed that he's not in the squad, but England's defense, it's really good lah.
Very sad, nothing to complain.
There's nothing to complain.
Yeah.
I hope Maguire recovers and can play.
Yeah. So for me, right, I think the weakest part actually has to be the midfield. The weak link, I would say. Because as you can see, right, I think the good solid CM/CDM, right? Henderson, Calvin Phillips, and Declan Rice. These 3 only
Yeah.
actually like holding midfielders. So I
Yeah.
say because Henderson has just been recovered from injuries, so I'm not sure whether can he play for 19 minutes for few matches in a row or not. Calvin Phillips doing wonders for Leeds, Declan Rice doing wonders for West Ham. So let's say if the unfortunate happens where one of them has been injured, then the rotation might be quite a problem, I think, for them.
Hey man, we still have Mason Mount and Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, Bellingham, I think he is good, more likely to the CM/Cam. But if you say holding midfielder wise, because as you know, for Southgate, his play is quite defensive, sometimes very defensive. Like
Yeah,
he have 5
true.
defenders and then play very deep in the back. So he need those big strong midfielders to hold his defensive line now. So Mason Mount, attacking midfielder. Bellingham, I think he's like more for me like a more attacking type midfielder.
Yeah.
right? So
Well, we don't have an English Kante, so
yeah, I think that's quite a problem for England lah. But hope no
yeah.
injuries lah, that's for sure. So then forward, well, has to be one of the most
Look at that,
look at that team, man.
the most best
Yeah,
ever.
I think like
Look, dude,
crazy.
and it's not even, and there are still some players that are not included inside.
Yes,
So
yes, yeah, true.
God,
So any shout out you
like
want to make out? Any shout out?
any shout out. I mean, one as I much as I don't like to say it, Phil Foden is decent. He's
Yeah, he's
crazy good.
Yes.
But I think because Southgate usually plays 3 forwards, right? So if they play Rashford, Kane, and Sancho up front, it is crazy beast, man.
Yes. Bro,
Crazy.
you forgot one person that hasn't been called up by Southgate.
Oh, J-Link. Yeah, that's quite sad lah. I mean,
He's
like,
sad, man. I mean, like he actually
he's damn good for West Ham this year.
No. I think like the reason he transferred to West Ham on loan is because he wanted to prove to himself to Southgate that he is worthy to be in the England squad.
Yeah,
So like,
but don't know lah. But and I see this. I mean, honestly speaking lah. I mean, people, Arsenal fans may hate me for it.
Yes.
Saka, he is okay to me.
Yes, okay.
He's just okay. Like I think if you put J-Links there, it'd be better. Like, or even I was a bit disappointed Greenwood was injured because he would have been in the England lineup. So I'm like,
So actually,
but still it's scary. It's a scary forward line.
Actually, right, if for me, I would, because now England actually they have some very controversial left out, right? I would say if I have the choice to make, right, I will put Saka in the place of Ward-Prowse. That is what England needs the most right now, I think. Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Actually, yeah, Ward-Prowse was a really good player for Southampton this year. I was actually surprised that he got left out also, honestly.
Yeah, because right, for my opinion, I think right, by looking at this team, I think England, right, they are going for set piece / cross gameplay. Because you have the 2 best heading forward in the Premier League, Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane, which are both tall.
Yeah, man.
Tall central forward. So I think like, yeah, I mean like Ward-Prowse has a very good set piece, I would say, but then like such a shame he couldn't perform it, show his talent in the Euro stage. And then
but
Jack Grealish, well, this season he has been amazing, I think, for Aston Villa. A very good player.
He needs a big club. He needs a big club.
Definitely.
He really needs a big club. He can't stay in Aston Villa forever. That talent. I would love for him to come to MNU. Like, there's a lot of talks of him coming to MNU, but I think for his position, we have too many players there already.
He's true.
Going to sacrifice someone already. Like, there's Grealish, and then people say, oh, you can play in place of Pogba, but Pogba most likely is going to stay. And then if we want to play the left wing, we have Rashford, we have Martial, and then we have Pellistri, which I hope he comes back, and then with Sancho maybe coming to United, and then we have Greenwood. Like, I don't know, like, if Grealish comes in, it's going to be hard.
Nice one. So, bro, just want to ask you, right? So, you think for this forward line, or this back forward line, which would be your first three main choice if you're playing 4-3-3, let's say?
4-3-3. The forward line, as I said just now, Rashford, Kane, and Sancho.
Rashford, Kane, Sancho. But Rashford, I think it's more like a cut-in winger, right? Instead of like crossing type, right? More like a cut-in.
Yeah, he's not crossing. He cuts in and attacks. Well, that could be Manchester United's front three soon. You never know. In a team, we come United, Sancho oncoming, Rashford on the left. Could be like a preview for something.
Wish. So for me, my opinion, I think Grealish, Kane, and Sancho. That's for my front three.
Okay.